Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jerick McKinnon now to return. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. He'll come out throwing here on first down. His throw incomplete. Darqueze Dennard there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Detroit, Detroit. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now look at 56.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Murray. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Going. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Murray steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on first down. Murray. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, it's McKinnon. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught left side, Garcon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Gun! 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 Gun!
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jarek McCannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Aaron Lynch in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and through. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run it with McCammon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. They'll run to the fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals getting set to go. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And his throw here's incomplete. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On first down, Murray. With a catch good, it's Eifert. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on second down, Murray going deep downfield for Ross. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Murray got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him, and that's That's sack number 7 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Over.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Oh, goal missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Murray. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Detroit!
final shot before break. Murray, he's going to loft one, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Being chased out left. To the left side here for Eifert. A gain of 32 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Murray with a nice move. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, it's McKinnon. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Toss play to McKinnon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Murray now, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, it's McKinnon. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
On first down, Murray steps away to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Bruce Irvin not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on third and long. Murray. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Back to throw. Murray. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Off play action. Murray. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, it's McKinnon. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner,
join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jordan Willis in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Detroit!
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Looking to throw. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Operating from the gun. Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on 1st down. Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Bruce Irvin in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Gone!
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's under pressure again, and down he goes again. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the safety creep. 31's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Leopard! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey, switch gears.
Over!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He can run for it, and he will. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Lucky 56.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Niners on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Got 3. Keep 15. Keep 15. 65.
Gun! Detroit!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.